Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Get all you want with no cash in the Quartz Summer BOGO and get 50% off your second item on all credit purchases or 30% off your second item on all cash purchases. Plus, don't miss out on our doorbuster deals. All that and more at your favorite Quartz store this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, July 24th, 25th, and 26th. Shop today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield Extended Warranty in the Quartz Summer BOGO. Quartz, bringing value home. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Cooperative Credit Union's micro-loan program is a step in the right direction. This is according to Communications Officer at the Center for Enterprise Development, the CED, Keisha Phillips, during the launch of the program earlier this week. She noted that this program will provide the boost needed for many small businesses in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
In terms of a program like this, one may even wonder if $10,000 is enough for a business. We acknowledge that it is a step. It may be a baby step, but it is a step in the right direction. It is a start, because there may be micro businesses that do not have the credentials that they need or the capital that they need to get to where they want to go. But at least a microloan would start them off in going towards where they need to go, and in terms of growing their businesses, starting and growing their businesses.
That was Communications Officer at the Center for Enterprise Development, the CED, Keisha Phillips. Applications for the SVG PCCU's microloan program open up on Wednesday, August 2nd, with the deadline for applications being Friday, September 1st, 2023. 30-year-old lawyer Shaquille Bob will join the cabinet of St. Vincent and the Grenadines as its youngest member. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves made the announcement today at a press briefing at Cabinet Room. Dr. Gonsalves said the decision points to the forward-thinking agenda of his administration, and these young people are all fruits of the education revolution. Bob joins newly appointed Senator 33-year-old Benava Brown, who was appointed less than a month ago. Bob will assume parliamentary responsibilities in the office of the Prime Minister. Shaquille Bob replaces Senator Rashad Ballo, who will demit office in August and will assume the position of Director of Communications in the office of the Prime Minister. Still on the local scene, persons are being urged to be cautious when eliminating the giant African snail, which was officially declared a pest here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines earlier this month. This word of caution came from Minister of Transport and Works Montgomery Daniel, who was at the time acting Prime Minister, who warned of the effects the snail can have when direct contact with skin takes place. We hear more from Minister Daniel.
In terms of the management and the elimination of the giant African snail, that you have to be careful that your touch with your fingers can result in some problems to you in terms of your own health, and we ask that you continue to, once you identify the presence of the pest in any area, that you call in the Ministry of Agriculture to help you in the catching of this pest.
That was the Minister of Transport and Works, Montgomery Daniel. The Ministry of Agriculture in an official release advised anyone that encounters the giant African snail to report any suspicious sightings to the Ministry of Agriculture immediately, avoid direct contact with the snail, use gloves or a plastic bag when handling the snail, and place a sample in a sealed container. Do not crush live snails. Destroy snails by using a salt water solution. On to news in the region. The Guyanese government is to send a broad-based delegation to Chinese landing after the Washington-based Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, the IACHR, granted precautionary measures in favor of members of the indigenous Carib community. The IACHR said that the community of Chinese landing is currently at serious, urgent risk of suffering irreparable harm to their human rights. The petition indicates that they are facing threats, harassment, and acts of violence in the context of their opposition to mining activities in their lands. The IACHR said the representatives alleged repetitive incidents of threats and harassment, which would occur daily or regularly, informed on acts against persons in particular vulnerabilities such as aggression to a young man, attempted rape of a minor, and a threat with a knife against an elderly person, as well as the extensive use of firearms with firing incidents. St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister Terence Drew said kidney transplant surgeries would soon be available at the Joseph and France General Hospital in St. Kitts and Nevis. Prime Minister Drew provided the update while appearing on Freedom FM's Issues program. It is for the people who cannot catch a plane and go overseas. These people are dying sooner than they should because they don't have access to transplants. I cannot allow our people to die when we have an opportunity to save their lives, he said. I would encourage our people to eat well, exercise, keep their pressure under control, your sugar, change your lifestyle, but in the event that they develop end-stage renal disease, we want to make sure they have an option for renal transplant, and we are going to launch the renal transplant program, he continued. St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister added that a team from Canada would visit the country soon to train staff at the hemodialysis unit on the proper use of the dialysis machines that they recently received. On the international scene, former United States President Donald Trump is facing new criminal charges after United States prosecutors accused the former president of ordering employees to delete security camera footage at his estate in order to hinder an investigation into the mishandling of classified documents. U.S. federal prosecutors on Thursday announced 3 new charges against Trump, including obstruction and willful retention of national defense information, bringing the total number of counts against the Republican in the case to 40. Prosecutors also charged Carlos de Oliveira, a 56-year-old maintenance worker at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort, with conspiracy to obstruct justice, lying to investigators, and destroying documents, according to the court documents. De Oliveira is the second Trump employee to face federal criminal charges alongside the former president. Trump valet Walt Nauta was indicted in June at the same time as the former Republican leader. Thursday's updated grand jury indictment also includes new charges against Nauta, including allegations that he and de Oliveira tried to suppress evidence by deleting Mar-a-Lago surveillance footage. And finally, in sports, England all-rounder Muin Ali will not play any part with the ball or in the field on day 2 of the 5th Ashes Test after injuring his groin. Muin, 36, was injured running a single while batting on day 1, and with his movement restricted, hit 23 off his next 8 balls before being bowled out. He did not take to the field when England bowled as Australia reached 61 for 1 in reply to the host 283. It leaves Joe Root as England's only real spin option on day 2. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Quartz St. Vincent Limited.
Win your AKT purchase for free from Quartz. For a limited time, get a chance to win your AKT purchase free. Plus, get a free AKT helmet and a $25 fuel voucher. No cash, no problem. Pay with Quartz Ready Finance and pay nothing for 30 days. We process your registration and insurance for free. What are you waiting for? Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to win your AKT motorcycle for free. For more information, visit www.shopquartz.com. This offer is available online and in-store until September 30th or while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Quartz, rain value, home.
Shop at Lanes where you come first. For value and quality you can trust. Lanes. For home hardware, fashion and more.